So what I'm making today are Brussels sprouts. This is one of my favorite sides to add to meals. It's also one of my favorite snacks to do too. And most of you have probably had bad experiences with Brussels sprouts. That's what I find from most of my clients, friends, family members. But you can actually just add a few things to Brussels sprouts to make them taste fantastic. And the reason that I like them so much is because they're so easy to prepare. You can buy these bags right here, 12 ounces of Brussels sprouts for about $1. I always get these for about $1. I think the most that I've paid for it is $1.20 for 12 ounce. If you want to go fresh, that's fine too. I just like frozen because they can keep for a little bit longer and it still locks in all of the nutrients that you want to. So what I'm going to do here is just defrost the sprouts a little bit. I'm going to pour out about half of my bag in just a bowl here. And now once I've got my sprouts in the bowl, I'm just going to defrost them by popping them in the microwave for about 3 minutes, just so I can get them nice and warm and soft. And while they're in there, I'm going to go ahead and spray down just the saucepan that I have right here. And I'm gonna put this on medium high so I can get them nice and charred around the outside, because I like my Brussels sprouts a little blackened on the outside. And then we'll go ahead and add these ingredients later as we're cooking. So now we've got the Brussels sprouts defrosted, the pan's nice and hot. We're gonna go ahead and dump these guys in here and get a nice sizzle going. And now what you'll want to do, and whether you're a spatula person or if you just like using the pan, just to make sure to shake them up a little bit. This is kind of like a stir fry method that we're using for our Brussels sprouts. And like I said, I like my sprouts a little more cooked, so I'll blacken them up on each side and make sure that they're nice and cooked. Another note for this that you might want to do, it takes a little more time, but it makes them taste wonderful. You can chop up the sprouts into smaller bits if you want to half them or quarter them. Throw them in the pan that way and they'll get nice and crisp. It'll be more like a flash fry method. If you like crunchy textures and you're more of a chip person, this would be a great substitute for that. For me, I'm just going whole sprouts today. I just feel like they're easier to eat. You can pop them like candy basically. I know they're a vegetable, so they're not necessarily candy, but like I said, it's a great snack. So as you can see right here, we've already got the sprouts blackened on the outside. So they're getting close to the point where we want to go ahead and pull them out. We just want to make sure that we finish these last couple of sprouts here by blackening them. What I'll even do sometimes too, to give them a little more cooked feel and texture, is I'll add just a little more cooking spray to the top of them, or the sides that aren't as blackened yet. And of course you want to make sure you don't cook them too long and overcook them. And then what I'll do once they're getting towards the end is I'll go ahead and shut off the heat. Now what I've got here, I've brought in some garlic powder as well. Most of you guys know I love adding garlic powder to just about everything I eat. There's a lot of great health benefits to adding garlic. So go ahead and sprinkle some on here. Give the sprouts a good roll in the garlic as they're cooking up here. I'll add a little chili powder. Give them another spin around in the pan. And then what I've got, this is actually trying something new for me. I'll usually add maybe a little bit of buffalo wing sauce or something a little spicy. Here I've got my New Mexico green chili salsa that I'm just gonna go ahead and dump a little bit on while the pan's hot. You might wanna back up a little bit, just so you don't splatter salsa on yourself. Heat it up, roll it around in there. And now I'll just let it sit for a second so it can cook in everything. And then all I'm gonna do, once it cools down, is put it in the bowl and then go ahead and snack away. If you've got your crock pot chicken or pork, beef, fish, make a great dinner option. If you wanna throw in another vegetable you like, a sweet potato could go great with this. If you want to do this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that's what's so great and easy about Brussels sprouts, is they're quick, they're easy to cook, and when you add these kind of ingredients in the mix with it, they taste fantastic. And that smells delicious. That does not smell like your typical steamed Brussels sprout that has no flavor to it. So here's the final product we've got to look at right here. We've got our garlic powder, got a little bit of chili powder in there, and our New Mexico green chili salsa. Now, if you have any hot sauces that you like to use too, I've been experimenting using buffalo wing sauces on these lately, and that makes them taste fabulous. If you just want to do sea salt and pepper, I've got my sea salt right here, which I'll probably add a little bit on in case that's more of your style. There's really a multitude and plethora of endless ways to make your Brussels sprouts taste incredible. But anyways, I'm gonna go enjoy this right now. I'm having Brussels sprouts for breakfast. So the New Mexico green chili salsa is a great choice. If you like spicy, you can even leave out the chili powder and keep the garlic powder and do the New Mexico green chili salsa. I would even say too, this could use a little bit of salt, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and add some sea salt to this too, but tastes great. You watched it all happen. Took less than 10 minutes. I'd probably say closer to 7 or 8 minutes to make. And now you have a brand new way to enjoy Brussels sprouts. People might think you're crazy in the beginning because a lot of people don't think they taste that great. But you make these for them, serve it up at dinner, see what they think after that.